Howdy folks, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey with the mighty Jingles. And when last we left our intrepid hero Cassandra, she'd just won the Pancratian event at the Olympic Games for the honour and greater glory of Sparta, and stabbed the occasional cultist along the way as well. Now, what I've actually shown you so far is a very abbreviated version of the kind of quests that you can complete when you're at the Olympics. Purely in the interest of moving the story along, I've skipped a huge amount of content at the Olympics in particular. You could easily spend days there just doing all of the quests that are available. However, we're trying to move the story along here, and that's why we currently find ourselves in Boetia, because remember, the two Spartan kings had each given us a task to complete to prove our loyalty and earn back our Spartan citizenship. One was winning the Olympics. The other was assisting the Spartan regional commander in the conquest of Boeotia. However, there's also something here that we've been meaning to do for quite some time. You might remember that our father, the famous mathematician Pythagoras, has also sent us out into the world on the trail of various different Atlantean artifacts. Now, we came across one of them completely by accident in the labyrinth underneath the Minoan temple at Knossos by killing the Minotaur. And the only solid information we have on the location of one of the other three artifacts is right here in Boetia.
The lair of the Sphinx. Impressive.
Oh my, Amistios!
What are you doing here?
My name is Gorgias, and I have spent my life researching the past of Boeotia and the Peloponnese.
I'm looking for the other half of this amulet.
Ah yes, I know of items like this. I was seeking a piece similar in size.
Where is it?
Unfortunately, my apprentice was the one tracking down its final location in Locris. He went to retrieve it, but never returned.
I will do everything I can to find your missing apprentice.
I appreciate the help, Mistios. I am very worried about my pibos.
Where was your apprentice heading?
We heard rumors of a sighting near the tomb of Menikefs in Boeotia.
What was Pibos looking for?
There was a cave discovered that might contain items of great significance. I sent him to validate the claims before I made the journey myself.
Don't worry. I'll find out what happened to Pibos.
It turns out young Pibos didn't actually go that far. This is the tomb that he was investigating. Unfortunately, the tomb is also home to a really big lion. And, yeah. Young Pibos is actually nearby. Well, most of it is. The rest of him, and the artifact that we're looking for, is in the belly of this very angry big cat. So we're going to have to kill it, loot it, and find the artifact that we're looking for.
These pieces fit together perfectly. This must be the key.
But what about Pibos, Cassandra? The poor kid's dead. Cassandra doesn't care about Pibos. Although she is perfectly happy to loot his remains and take his stuff, which I suppose, you know, she is a mercenary after all. Right, we've got the artifact, so now it's back to this so-called lair of the Sphinx to see exactly what it is that this artifact does. Hang on a minute. Where did everybody go?
It's gone.
Oh. Dead dude. Also, the statue of the Sphinx is missing. Well spotted, Cassandra. Well, what's the worst that could happen?
It must only work at night. I should come back after dark.
Really? Okay, we can wait. Right, let's try this again. Oh, shitty death. That's probably not good.
Another challenger. I hope you're more resilient than the last one.
By the gods! The statue came alive!
I am no statue, child. If you cannot comprehend what stands before you, how are you to entertain me?
I came here for another reason.
Oh, then tell me, little one, why are you here?
You protect an object of great power. I have been asked to return it to where it belongs.
A most noble of causes. Sadly, I cannot grant your request.
There's too much at stake. I won't leave without it.
The power I guard is not for the weak-willed.
I can resist.
One must risk everything in the pursuit of knowledge. If you can answer my questions wisely, you will have proven yourself worthy. Never resting, never still. Moving silently from hill to hill. It does not walk, run, or trot. All is cool where it is not.
Oh, a riddle. This one's easy. It's the sun.
It's the sun.
Your perception is admirable. I create my lair with earthen string, and dispatch my prey with a biting sting.
Alright, this one has to be a spider.
A spider.
Good thinking, little one. This thing all things devour. Birds, beasts, trees, flowers. Gnaws iron, bites steel, grinds hard stones to meal. Slays kings, ruins towns, and beats high mountains down.
Oh, I know this one. It's time.
Time.
I'm impressed. You are an interesting one. Now, take what you have learned and touch the symbols that reflect your choices.
Ah. What were my answers again? Wait, that's time. Okay. And then it was spider and sun, wasn't it? No. No. Oh, there's spider. And sun? Where's the sun? There it is, in the corner. Okay, now what? Right, now if this is anything like the Minotaur, when I pick up the artifact it's going to attempt to take control and turn me into the Sphinx. So you have to resist it. Yeah, not today. Two down, two to go. The only problem is I have absolutely no idea where the other two are, so I should probably keep my ears open for tales of mythical creatures, because that seems to be the common thread linking all of these artifacts. Now I do have other business here in Boetia on behalf of Sparta, but first we're going to head back to Atlantis, see Daddy, and hand in this second artifact. Okay, that one's marked by an eye, which suggests a Cyclops. That one's kind of suggesting some kind of Gorgon. And we've done this one, that was the Minotaur, so it has to be this one. And yeah, that's the Sphinx.
Its owner had many questions for me. You should have come along.
Ancient adventurer, I made this recording to try to help you. I'm sorry if it's confusing. We issue see various pasts and futures, and I know you'll be here more than once. My fellow precursors set endless challenges in your path. Artifacts, creatures. Don't get me started on the Olympus project. Their meddling got out of hand. have no easy answers for you. Your future depends on a multitude of choices you have to make for yourself. I'm sorry if so many of them end in pain. Your playwright's tragedies are your real oracle. But please, don't give up. You are more important than you can imagine. And like your own Pandora, I have one thing left to offer you. Hope. Despair is not our only legacy. You're like me, a rebel against your destiny. You're not just a mercenary, you're a hero for the ages. Hold fast to what you know is true, and you will overcome. Claim your place in history. All that is terrible and beautiful in this world is your birthright. Take it.
Her words are for you, Eagle Bearer. My preparations bear fruit. The potential of your bloodline is proven by the precursors themselves.
Alethea says she can see the future. Many futures. Can this be a true oracle?
You have more questions?
I should go.
Yes, there is much to do. Bring back the artifacts quickly. The longer we wait, the greater the risk of Atlantis being discovered.
Sure thing, Dad. So, back to Boetia, where we have to see the Spartan Polemarch, who have been sent here to assist with the conquest of this province in the name of Sparta. There is just one tiny little problem. Just one teensy-weensy fly in the ointment. The Polemarch, well, we've met him before.
I'm looking for...
Yeah, it's Stentor.
Stentor? Malakas! I'm here to help, you idiot.
Not after Megaris. Not after what you did.
King Archidamos of Sparta sent me to aid you in securing the region.
This is how much he trusts me. He put his faith in a fucking mercenary! The gods are punishing me with your presence.
If I was your punishment, you'd already be dead.
Why have the kings sent you?
Stentor, relax. I'm here as an ally to Sparta and to you. We've worked together once. We can do it again.
Your help in Megaris might have secured the region for Sparta, but I lost more than I gained. I shouldn't have trusted you then, and why now?
You should thank the gods that I've come to help you.
The only reason you're still alive is that writ you carry. You're not an ally, just a weapon.
Then put me to work.
You're not up to the challenge.
Try me.
There are 4 Boeotian champions fighting for the Athenians. Aristeos, Deianira, Nesea, and Dragon. Think you can kill them? I'd like to see you try.
I told you we could work this out. All right then. I'll find these champions and put an end to them.
I doubt it will be as easy as you think. But I'm relieved to see you can follow orders.
Where will I find these mighty Boeotians?
I only know of 2. There are reports of Aristeos occupying the military fort of Gela. Nesea was last seen in the forest east of Thebes.
I thought the Boeotians hated everyone. Why are they working with Athens?
They see both Sparta and Athens as enemies. But Athens got here first, and they agreed to a temporary alliance.
What's so great about these champions? They're just 4 people against the Spartan military.
Sparta has its army, and Boeotia has its legends. They're a symbol of what this place used to be.
The sooner I get this done, the sooner we take Boeotia for Sparta.
Yeah, Stentor was less than happy to see me, because as far as he knows, I'm responsible for the death of Nicolaus, the Wolf of Sparta, my stepfather, for want of a better word, and his foster father, so he would be just as happy to see me dead. Unfortunately for him, he has to work with me, because I'm here on official Spartan business. Sucks to be him. In the meantime, I've got solid leads on the locations of at least 2 of these so-called champions, so it's time to track them down, get stabby with it, and find out just exactly how championy they really are. Technically, I realise this isn't actually getting stabby with it, it's more really getting shooty with it, but, well, I've got some new shooty skills, and I thought it was high time to put them to use. Come here, you coward. What are you frightened of? Don't hide behind the hippies. Some champion you are. Oh, come on, hold still. I'm trying to shoot you. No. Damn it. They just won't cooperate, will they? Alright, let's give them a swift kick in the happy sacks. All I'm really trying to do here is whittle his health down. Because I want to take this guy alive. He's got some very, very good crew skills. So I'm switching to the old knockout arrows. Oh, little bugger. Using ranged weapons of his own. Right. Knee in the nuts again. Need to open up the distance. A few more, yeah, a few more of those and he's down. Oh, yeah, he doesn't see the funny side. Come on. No, not quite. Just got to keep dodging. Opening up the distance. Oh, yeah, badly mistimed that kick. And he definitely seems to be quite upset. But one more should do it. There we go. Down, but not out. Now I can recruit him.
I offer freedom and drachmi to everyone on my crew, including you.
1 down, 3 to go. Let's open up the ship menu and I'll show you exactly why I wanted this guy alive. It's the crew skills that he have if you pick him as a lieutenant for your ship. 15% extra ramming damage, 25% extra burning javelin damage, and 30% extra damage from all sources when your ship's on low health. So, yeah, we're having him. The next one of these losers is located somewhere inside this military fort. Now, obviously this is going to be a little bit trickier than just filling somebody's face full of arrows while they're busy posing and flexing in front of a crowd of hippies in the middle of nowhere. On the plus side, we are here after all to conquer this province for the greater glory of Sparta, and knocking off a whole bunch of Athenian troops inside one of the military forts is going to have the side effect of reducing the nation power to the stage where we can actually initiate the conquest battle. So it's all good. There is quite literally no downside to this, and I'm pretty sure I've also got a couple of side quests to assassinate a bunch of Athenian leaders and burn Athenian, well, you know, just generally burn Athenian stuff. So let's get stuck in. 1 down, plenty more where he came from. Although I should probably do something about the signal fire first. Let's at least try to do this the proper way. Let's get rid of the body. Bushes down here should do. I mean, let's not make this any more difficult than it needs to be. So there's going to be a signal fire in here, which if I get spotted and anybody's within range of that signal fire, they're going to run to it, light it, and call in reinforcements. Now you can prevent that in a number of ways. The most obvious is to not be seen in the first place. Or, if you're like me and you don't really trust your ability to not be seen, you can booby trap the signal fire so it kills whoever attempts to light it and call the reinforcements in. Either works. Of course, getting to the signal fire usually involves taking out a bunch of guards on the way. We're still good. Let's get rid of this body. We've got the Polemarch, the captain, a whole bunch of nation supplies, and a whole bunch of treasures. Because the fort itself is also a location objective, which earns experience and rewards and treasure and loot and all sorts of good stuff for completing. So we may as well do it all while we're here. Right, what next? I see the signal fire, it's right there in the centre. Who to kill next? Who needs stabbing the most? Well, the champion is right down there on the right. Unfortunately, he's kind of surrounded by a whole bunch of other guys, and, well, there's still some unsuspecting victims up here who need a damn good stabbing too. And that one was not only gracious enough to dispose of his own body, but also rewarded me with a stealth kill streak, so hooray! Right, who's next? I think for the moment we're going to concentrate on removing the sentries. So that means this guy is about to cross the river. Give my regards to Hades. Oh, it looks like there's a sentry heading this way. But I can sneak over here to get to the signal fire. Hopefully without being seen. And sort out this booby trap first. There was a sentry along the walls over there to the right who appeared to be on a patrol path that might take me across one of the bodies that I didn't dispose of. But now I've booby-trapped the signal fire. Big deal. What's he gonna do? Even if he raises the alarm within the fort, they're all going to rush to the location of the body. And I'm nowhere near it, so we're still pretty much good. Right, who's next? Haven't touched any of the elites yet. We're going to drop on this guy from above. Oh, we've been spotted doing it. It's that guy in the tower. Need to silence him before he does something about it. Come on, let's have your shield. Got him poisoned. And Archer has seen us, so we need to finish him off. Come on, where are you? Oh! Icarus is getting stuck into him as well. Good boy, Icarus. Okay, I think the alarm has been well and truly raised and the time for subtlety is definitely over. Now, you'll notice that thanks to my stabbing all of these Athenians, a bounty has now been placed on my head. However, that guy right there is the one posting the bounty. So to remove the bounty, all I have to do is kill him. So, yeah, that worked out quite nicely. Anyway, back to the stabbing. Don't like this archer. He's going to be a lot easier to kill. Let's finish him off, and then back to this fella. And once again, I believe I'm undetected. Well, the dog in the cage over there is making a bit of a fuss. But we're all good. At least until somebody patrols over here and finds all of the bodies. And I'm definitely not hiding all of those. So let's get this. Oh, here we go. Spotted again. Not an elite though. Easy kill. And here comes my target. This is the champion. First, we'll remove his shield. He didn't like that much. Then we'll give him a kick in the nuts to put him down. And start getting that poison stack on him. Had a huge adrenaline bar there, built up from basically kicking the shit out of all those plebs before we ran across this guy. I'll say this much for this Aristides fella, he seems to be a damn sight better at blocking and dodging attacks than the... I can't even remember his name. He was that forgettable. Drakon, the one that we recruited as a lieutenant for our ship. But this guy is definitely going down, it's just a question of how long it takes. Although he does appear to enrage a lot, and I really... ouch. Don't want to get hit by him when he is enraging. So the sooner we finish this off, the better. Poison up, block, counter-attack. I could probably finish him off right now if I just use the overpower attack ability. Ooh, bollocks, I'm on fire. That's not good. Ah, we got him. But I am on fire, so let's at least try to put the fire out. Hooray! So we're going to take his stuff. Epic breastplate. Yeah, it's crap. I'll probably just end up breaking it down for materials. And then since we're here anyway, and we are actually trying to conquer this entire province for Sparta, we'll finish off the location objectives. And location complete, and 2 out of 4 champions down. Now we don't know the precise locations of the 2 remaining champions, but we do have a couple of clues, so we're going to have to go around and threaten to stick sharp objects into soft fleshy bits until people cough up what they know. And one of the locals is more than happy to give me the information that I need if I just kill a cultist for them. Well, unfortunately not one of the big boss cultists, more sort of a cultist soldier. She's training at this camp, and she's training with a whole bunch of cultist guards. So I don't feel nearly as bad as I probably should for just, you know, casually strolling in and murdering everybody. Well, okay, there was no chance I was ever going to feel bad about it in the first place. But, you know, it's the principle that matters. There she is. Still a couple of guards. Oh, it looks like 2 of them have found a body. And are looking for me, but they have no idea where I am. Right, let's sneaky, sneaky, stabby, stabby this guy. Hopefully I can stay in the bushes. Yep. Got away with it. Although they appear to have heard the fuss. Are they coming this way? They still haven't seen me. Okay, they've seen me now. Actually, no, they haven't. Oh, fine. I'll keep doing this all day. Right, now they've seen me. Okay. Oh, I'm not quite sure what that was aimed at. I seem to be stuck on top of the tent. Oh, Ubisoft. Anyway. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. Let's see what Astra's made of. Although, let's face it, it's likely to be just soft, squishy bits that don't react very well to being poked by sharp objects. Pretty much the same as everybody else. But, ooh. Ooh! Well, that was a bit of a plot twist. Smoke bombs? Stealth? That's not fighting fair, is it? Next thing you tell me, she'll be able to start using poisons. We might actually have ourselves a fair fight here, kids. Well, let's face it. Probably not really, no. What's that other one doing? Well, yeah, you just stand there. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's finish off Astra. Ouch. Ah, didn't hurt that much. We're good. The other one's still just pretty much standing there. It's not even trying to... It's not even shooting at me. Oh, yeah, I'm happy with this. Astra down. Oh, actually, no, Astra just knocked out. Because I finished her off with a kick. Oh, that's good. Let's get the remaining cultist. He's still got loads of health. Oh, did he dodge that? You sneaky bugger. Oh, I'll dodge this. Oh, wow. They did dodge that. Okay. Take them out with a parry and a counter-attack. Oh, maybe not. Although, they're staggered. They didn't dodge that kick. Finish them off while they're down. Yep. And there's a location objective here. There's some treasure that needs looting. Well, let's finish off young Astra here first.
I hope this necklace brings him some peace.
Oh, she was dead. Okay, good. Well, there's the necklace that we were here to recover for a fellow who goes by the name of Timon. And apparently, Astra was responsible for his brother's death. That's why he had us come over here and give her a damn good stabbing. So with Astra dead, and his brother's necklace recovered, Timon is now more than happy to give up the location of the 3rd Boeotian champion.
Astra's dead. You have your vengeance.
I thought I'd feel relieved.
But you don't.
This is a wound justice won't heal. Did Astra have my brother's necklace?
Here.
Thank you, mercenary. I made this for my brother when he was younger. So he would never be alone hunting or fighting.
Now I need something from you.
Anything.
I need to know where the Yanira is.
If she wasn't at the camp, she is likely at the Cave of the Oracle, at the heart of Reborn Hill.
Cave of the Oracle?
It's a local shrine. The Yanira often goes there to pray and seek guidance. Perhaps the Oracle told her to kill my brother.
What will you do now?
I suppose I'll try and get back to living. Alone.
Now that your quest for vengeance is complete, why not start a new life? I could always use a man like you on the Adrestia.
Yes. A fresh start would be good. The gods made us cross paths after all.
Glad to have you with us.
And into the bargain, we've got ourselves another new lieutenant for the ship. Now, Timon might not look like much. In fact, he pretty much looks like an emo harp playing hippie. But his crew skills are actually fairly impressive. Now, at this point, you might have been getting a bit of a cultist vibe from knocking over all of the goons at Astra's training camp, and you'd be absolutely right, because it turns out this third champion, Deianira, who's just up ahead and has no idea that I'm here, is actually a cultist. A proper one this time, with proper legendary loot, so I'm going to take great pleasure in stabbing the living shit out of her. First, we'll get her attention with a swift knife in the back, which has taken half of her health pool off, and appears to have upset her a bit. Haven't quite managed to get that full poison stat going. There it is, that's what we're talking about. Now, what's her doing? Does she do anything special? Other than cough and splutter and bleed a lot? Well, she seems to enrage quite a bit. Mind you, I suppose I'd be pretty upset if somebody had just done that to me as well, so, you know, fair's fair. What's she up to now? Ooh, firebombs. Okay, well, we've dealt with firebombs before, this isn't a problem. I just want to build up a full enrage stack. Hit her with an overpowered. And we'll start by blocking, parrying, and there it is. This will do it. Yep, done. Now to confirm the cultist kill. And see what stuff Deianira had. Stab, stab, stab. Give me your loot. Whoa! The Amazon Greaves. I think that's the full Amazon set now. Okay, let's check out Deianira in the cultist menu. Apparently she was one of the heroes of the cult. Well, she's dead now. Of course, that's given us a clue. Almost all of the clues that we need to unearth whoever the hell this sage is. But they're level 50 judging by the loot that they drop. In order to unmask them, we need to find and kill this Pallas the Silencer person. And to get to him, we have to fight for Athens on Achaea's battleground, so it's going to be a while before we do that. It turns out this guy, Pallas, actually has the final piece of the Amazon set, the circlet, so even though I've just acquired the Greaves, no set bonus for me just yet, which is very nice, by the way. Once you've got all 5 pieces, 2% of all the damage that you inflict is returned back to you as healing, so yeah, very, very nice indeed. Particularly if you've seen the size of some of the crits that I've been doing, that's a fairly substantial health buff. But we're going to have to come back and deal with Pallas the Silencer at some point in the future. Not least of which because we're fighting for Sparta at the moment. And luring him out of hiding involves fighting for Athens in the province of Achaia, and I've never even been there yet. Plus, we still have one further champion to find and kill. Her name is Nasiah, and if she's not a daughter of Artemis, she's at least a huntress of some kind. And operates out of, well, this camp.
This fire's fresh, and the food's still simmering. Nasiah can't be far away. These tracks don't look human. They lead away from the camp to the north. This hut must be Nasiah's. I guess she prefers the quiet of the forest over living in the city.
Apparently, if I'd arrived at the camp during the night, she would have been right here and I could have just, you know, stabbed her peacefully in her sleep. But because I arrived during the day, she's out in the forest doing, well, you know, huntress things. So I have to track her down. Although it's not particularly hard with Icarus at my side. And in fact, while I was out looking for her, she returned to the camp. Which was kind of annoying. Especially after I'd gone to all of this trouble. But, what are you going to do? That bear might be a bit of a problem. We'll take care of the bear first. Make things easier on ourselves. Time for a bit of sneaky, sneaky, stabby, stabby. And now for Nasiah. Yeah, like I said, you can see the size of some of the critical hits that I'm doing here. Now, remember, when you've got that full Amazon set, 2% of all of the damage that you inflict is returned as healing. That's a lot of healing. There's 112,000 damage in one hit there. Anyway, we've done it. All 4 of the champions taken care of. Take a stuff first, of course. And then back to... I've forgotten his name. Oh, Stentor, yeah. Who's probably not going to be too happy to see us, but, well, we at least got the job done.
You're back.
The champions have been dealt with.
You should be dead.
You seem disappointed.
The gods are punishing me.
They're not punishing you. They're helping you. Why do you think I'm here?
The gods must hate me if our paths keep crossing.
From what I've seen, you needed a divine intervention.
I don't have time for this. Sparta must take this region now, while we have the chance.
Let's get this over with.
I couldn't agree more. The sooner I'm rid of you, the better.
And that means it's time for a conquest battle. You usually get some pretty good loot for doing this, although since this is part of the plot, maybe not. We'll see. Doesn't really matter. I'm here to advance the plot. So, we're going to start by carving up a whole bunch of Athenians. Which is absolutely... I mean, at this stage, the first time I did a conquest battle in Megaris, it was a bit of a challenge, particularly since there was a mercenary that I hadn't actually dealt with while I was questing in Megaris. It was, well, it was one of those side quests that I just kind of skipped because I wanted to get to Nikolaos, the Wolf of Sparta, as soon as possible. And I probably shouldn't have, because it sort of introduced you to the whole concept of mercenaries and bounty hunters. But as a result of my not dealing with him before I sparked the initial conquest battle in Megaris, he turned up in the middle of the conquest battle, and it was a bit of a challenge, particularly when you have lots and lots of angry Athenians trying to kill you at the same time. But I did it, obviously, because we're here now. At this stage, however, I mean, I'm level 48. I've got rank 3 skills across the board. I've almost fully upgraded the Spear of Leonidas. These guys are no challenge. No challenge whatsoever. I mean, at this point, even the captains are just speed bumps. Yeah, speaking of which, there's another one. See how quickly we can kill him. And he's dead. Like I said, no challenge whatsoever. So after bringing this particular conquest battle to its fairly inevitable conclusion, we have completed the 2 tasks set for us by the kings of Sparta. Now you'd think that would mean Stentor would finally be happy. And he is, but for different reasons, because now that we've completed our royal mission, we're no longer under the protection of the kings of Sparta.
Victory is ours!
The victory is yours. You led us well today.
My father taught me all I know about commanding an army. Too bad you took him from me, or I might have learned more.
Stop.
Don't you dare tell me what to do. I am in command here.
You needed my help.
By the gods, how are you so arrogant? No wonder my father discarded you.
And yet I'm here and he isn't.
You fucking murderer!
Believe me, he had it coming.
You will pay for what you've done.
I've already paid more than enough for one lifetime.
We'll see about that.
What do you mean?
Now that we've driven the Athenians from the field, it's time I dealt with my true enemy.
Stentor,
Your job is done, mercenary. Now I will kill you for what you stole from me in Megaris.
There are actually 2 possible outcomes to this confrontation, but I'm not going to be able to talk my way out of it.
You don't have to do this, Stentor.
Oh, but I do. There is nothing you can say to convince me otherwise.
This isn't what Nikolaos would have wanted.
Oh, you fucking know. Traitor.
I am not a traitor.
You betrayed Sparta. You betrayed your family. You killed my father and stole my chance at a normal life. You deserve nothing but the cold of my blade buried in your heart.
The only way this confrontation can have a good outcome is if you didn't, in fact, kill Nikolaos all the way back near the beginning of the game. Unfortunately, in this playthrough, I kind of did. He is definitely dead, no two ways about it, because I took my instructions from Greek Ian McShane a little too literally. I thought, well, I'm a mercenary. He did throw me off a mountain after all, so I am going to kill the bastard. And so I killed him. However, if you'd spared your stepfather's life near the beginning of the game and not killed him, as per Greek Ian McShane's instructions, he would instead, well, everybody would have thought he was dead. You would have still copped the blame for it, but he's not in fact dead. He's just gone out into the world to try to atone for his past. And at the conclusion of this confrontation with Stentor, he would show up and prevent things from going too far. That's the only way to get yourself the best possible happy family ending in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. There is more that you need to do in order to achieve that ending, but we're straying into spoiler territory. For now, I'm just trying to not actually kill Stentor, which is why I'm trying to shoot him in the face with knockout arrows and only dealing direct damage with kick attacks, like that, which do knockout damage rather than fatal damage. Because I don't really want to... I mean, he's asking for it, but I don't really want to kill him, because I'm trying to get the best possible ending, even though I've already kind of screwed it up by killing his stepfather.
You've proven your point. Now finish this. I welcome death, if it means I don't have to see you again.
So my options here are to kill him, or just walk away and leave him wallowing in disgrace and self-pity, which may actually be the crueler of the two options. Because if you do choose to walk away, having killed Nikolaos, Stentor doesn't go away. He stays in the game, but now he's a mercenary, Stentor the Fallen. So there is in fact a very good chance that I may end up killing him after all, because I'm unlikely to mend my wicked ways, and there is likely to be several bounties placed on my head in the future, and, well, Stentor's probably going to try to collect, so he might end up getting stabbed anyway. Now, this isn't the worst possible outcome to this particular confrontation that I could have had. I could have killed Stentor, but the best possible outcome was denied if, as I have in this playthrough, you've killed his foster father, your stepfather, Nikolaos. If you had not killed Nikolaos, and instead he'd just gone into hiding, he would have turned up at the conclusion of the fight while Stentor was on his knees, and persuaded Stentor to actually forgive you. And that puts you on track for the best possible family ending to the game. Although it only puts you on track to that ending, actually achieving that ending involves bringing your brother Deimos back to the path of the light and releasing him from the clutches of the cult. And all of that is going to be coming up in a future episode. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you're having a great day. And as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.